Hi boys and girls, and welcome to Storytime with Mrs. Dykstra. Today I'm going to be reading Once Upon a Cool Motorcycle Dude. I hope you like it. This book was written by Kevin O'Malley and illustrated by Carol Hayer and by Scott Goto. There you go. For our library project, we were supposed to tell you our favorite fairy tale, but we couldn't agree on which story was the best, so we just made one up. I'll begin the story. Yeah, my beginning is much better, but go ahead. Once upon a time, in a castle on a hill, there lived a beautiful princess named Princess Tenderheart. Every day, Princess Tenderheart would play with her 8 beautiful ponies. She named them Jasmine, Nimble, Sophie, and Polly, and Penny, and Sunny, and Monica, and her favorite pony of all was named Buttercup. Please, don't call him Buttercup, call him Ralph or something. One night, a terrible thing happened. A giant came and stole away poor little Jasmine. All the other ponies cried and cried, but Princess Tenderheart cried the hardest of all. Yeah, it was very sad. Oh, please, get a grip, princess. The very next night, the giant came and took Nimble and Sophie. Princess Tenderheart cried all day and refused to eat. Her father, the king, hired all the princes he could find to protect the ponies, but night after night another pony was stolen away. The poor princess just sat in her room and turned straw into gold thread. She cried and cried and cried. When only Buttercup was left, Princess Tenderheart thought that her heart would break. Oh, who would protect Buttercup? That's it. I can't take it anymore. I'll tell the story from here. Dudes, one day this really cool muscle gut dude rides up to the castle on his motorcycle. He says he'll guard the last pony if the king gives him all the gold thread that the princess makes. The king says okay, and the dude sits and waits for the giant. As if he's not even cute or anything. Really? So, that night the giant heads up to the castle. Man, this giant was an ugly dude. He was big and mean, and he had 4 teeth in his mouth that were all rotten and yellow and black. And his breath smelled like rotten, moldy, stinky, wet feet. That's gross! He needs 8 ponies to make a tasty pony stew, and he only has 7. So that night he goes to steal the last horsey. The muscle dude has this really big sword. The giant and the dude battle all over the place. The earth was shaking and there was lightning and thunder and volcanoes were exploding. It was huge. Volcanoes? Where'd the volcanoes come from? Night after night, the giant comes back, but the dude beats him. Night after night, the princess makes gold thread and gives it to the dude. He gets really rich. The end. That's it? The princess just sits around making thread? Yep. I don't think so. I'll tell you what happens, Bubba. Princess Tenderheart goes to the gym and pumps iron. She becomes Princess Warrior. Very cool. She tells the dude to make his own thread. The end. Oh, wait, it's not the end. So that night, the princess has this huge and tremendous battle, and the giant runs back to his cave. Now it's the end. And the dude just sits there making gold thread.
No, see, this is what really happened. The dude makes this really cool blanket out of the gold thread, and when he puts it over his head, he turns it invisible. Then he goes back to rescue the ponies. You can't see me, he says.
You can't see me.
You can't see us. The prince goes with him. The princess goes with him.
Fine. The dude and the princess get into this big fight over who gets to free the ponies. The giant hears the voices and gets so scared that he jumps off the cliff.
Cool.
Cool.
So the princess and the prince fall in love?
Who said anything? Who said he was a prince? And what's this stuff about love?
They get married, and on a beautiful spring day, and then they have a baby. It was the most beautiful baby girl.
Nope. It was a boy.
It was a girl. The end. Okay, boys and girls, I hope you like this story. I think it's a fun story. I like the way it changes and there's twists. They're trying to make a fairy tale, and the princess has this love idea and the beautiful girly princess thing, and the boy's got more of a boy idea in his head, how it's really tough and rough and cool. I like the way they blended it together. This story is the reason I read this to you is because this book teaches you that anybody can write a book. And who knows, maybe if you and your best friend get together, you could even do it over Zoom or, on instant message or whatever. Maybe you could co-author a story with somebody, or maybe you could write your own story and illustrate it. If you do, I hope that you send it to me, that you email it to me, because I'll check my email over the summer, boys and girls, because I'd love to hear from you and see what you can create. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sending you my love. I hope you're catching it and holding it in and keeping it in your heart, because that's where I'm keeping you.